Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's HeAdz here, and today we are looking into VIGIL. I'm going to do another one on Dokepi, but for now we're going to talk about VIGIL. I'm not going to talk about Dokepi at all. We're just going to get right to the point. This is terrible. I want to do a really solid review. I've been playing with VIGIL for quite some time now, and I found out that he has well, I guess you could say two serious problems. So before you guys settle in and think that this is going to be an amazing video about VIGIL, you're wrong. This is a complete rant about VIGIL and how horrible he is, and how he should be buffed, because if he's not, this is not going to look good for VIGIL at all. And I'm really sad to say that, because I was looking forward to this operator so much so that I was willing to lay all my operator choices on the line for this guy to be completely mained. So, and I don't usually do that. I usually play so many other operators, but I was thinking this guy is going to be so OP and so well used that we're going to be able to get some good gameplay with this guy all the time. But sadly, RIP VIGIL. Yes, his gun is a laser pointer. Yes, he has an awesome SMG-12. And yes, he has impact grenades. But his gadget sucks. I'm not kidding. It's literally trash. And here's why. Okay, so number one out of the two. He can be spotted in a radius or a circumference of an area. And the closer you get on the drone, he is going to be staticky on the drone a lot more and more and more and more and more and more and more until you finally hit that sweet spot where it's staticky almost everywhere and you completely know where he's going to be. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, let me just put it into perspective for you guys. On the TTS here, I've been playing against so many sweaty tryhards. I mean, it's incredible. When I play the normal PC game, it's pretty sustainable. It's pretty normal and simplistic. But when you play on the TTS, we have a lot. I mean, I'm really just paired up with the same teams and the same people almost all the time. And let's talk about the central US server, please. I don't understand why that's not... Why do I not have an East Coast when I'm on the East Coast? It doesn't make any sense, but I guess we're just going to run off of one server. Okay, anyway, back to the point. VIGIL can easily be spotted by any sound whore tryhard. And here's a few of the problems before we kind of get into that whole perspective of the speech. When I play VIGIL, I feel either two ways. I was first feeling like I was a complete god at the game when I was first playing him, because you automatically feel when you first play this operator, feel like you aren't going to be seen by anybody, like you have active camouflage. I know that's kind of funny to say, but that's how you feel. When you activate it for the first time playing with VIGIL, you honestly feel like you're completely invulnerable to everything. I don't know what it is, but you know, you're thinking, I can't be spotted by drones. It just kind of sinks into your head over some time, and you start to think, I'm invisible. I can't be heard by anybody. And trust me, once you start playing with them, you'll get the point. But after a while, I started playing him, and I started sucking so bad because I was making bad choices, which led to me doing terribly, which also led to my fate of this operator and how I feel. I feel vulnerable every single time I activate it. And I honestly don't think I have any ability at all at this point, because everyone seems to know where my location is anyway. Because if you really think about it, when you activate this, the drones are going to know where you're at. Like, they get an indication on the drones with all that static, and the closer and closer they're going to get to you, the more static is going to appear on that drone. I'm certainly pretty decent at the game. And I can pick up on this so easily. I kill VIGIL all the time because they always come up to me. They don't notice that they actually can make footsteps, you know, and all that kind of stuff. I can hear them so easily. And they feel like a god every single time. It's been so easy. But that's besides the point. It's really how you feel. You feel terrible with this operator. And here goes into the second point and why I feel like that. Because when you activate this thing, and get this, you can't hear anything. I'm not saying you can't hear anything, but you barely can hear the game. I have a really good Elite Turtle Beach headset. I can't hear hardly anything because you get that little static noise. That's that little computer static noise, you know what I mean? It's like it's feeding on your eardrums the whole time. It's so annoying. And it's so annoying so that I can't hear the footsteps that easily. I'm a sound whore. I really do. That's all I do. I used to do that in Call of Ghost all the time because I would, you know, use Amplify, which would enhance your hearing to all the footsteps. And I've learned and trained myself to always listen to the footsteps. So it comes like second nature to me now. Especially when you're playing Siege, it's all about the footsteps. I mean, anyone could agree with that. It's really about information. And footsteps is a humongous part of that. And this operator is a humongous... I mean, for real, he is a humongous deal when it comes to information. Because he's supposed to be invisible to drones, correct? He's not. Because you can figure out where he is. It's just the same as if he wasn't around. Like, the problem is like, you could get more use out of not using it because then they wouldn't figure out. Like, you could just hide in a corner. But if you turn it on and hide in a corner, they're going to figure out where you are. They're going to know that radius of where you're going to be, and then they'll lock you down, and then they'll get like 5 other guys and just ram you into a corner where they finally got you. It's so easy. I mean, all the tryhards are going to do that. But if they didn't have that indication, then you're golden. They're not going to know where you are at all, which is great, because that's what the operator is supposed to be like. So I hope Ubisoft will make that change, but back to the audio, you can't hear. You can't hear the footsteps that easily. So it's like, turn it off and you can hear everybody, and I'm starting to become a god. Because the gun's like a laser pointer. So, I mean, it's better just not to use it, in my opinion. So, overall, I have to say that this operator is just not the prime that he should be. As far as Decapi, obviously, we're going to have another video on that at some point. But I think Decapi is very OP if you use her right. I mean, we'll talk about that later. She's extremely overpowered. It's not her gun. It's her gadget. I think having 2 uses is a little much, but... As far as Vigil is, I mean, I'm just a little disappointed that Ubisoft just, I mean, to have that static occur so much. I had another idea. If they don't want to get rid of the static altogether, I mean, they could just make it so that it's like one static, like, line, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be all over the place when you get closer to them. So you can't really figure out exactly where he is. I mean, that would probably be the best way to do it, because you still kind of get an idea that he's present in this like area, kind of like he could be upstairs, he could be in this circumference of the whole area in the sphere. So I think that could be one way to buff him a little bit if they don't want to go the route even too kind of crazy. I really don't think that if you take away, I mean, if you take away the static, I don't think it will break him. I don't think he will be completely overpowered. I don't think that would happen. I think he would just become useful then. I think he would be more overpowered. I mean, he'd be more like Decapi, because her gadget actually is worth something at least. You know, and her gun isn't really that great, but at least she has a gadget that does something. So the problem with him, it's like reverse psychology. It's like he has a great weapon, but he has a terrible gadget, which is just so disappointing. I was having such high hopes for him, and I guarantee it's not going to get fixed. Ubisoft will most likely keep it the same, unless if they hear my video, my cry out. Please like the video, because I don't want this operator to suck. We have the TTS right now. They can fix this next week. they could actually fix this. So please share this video, tell everybody about this, because I seriously want Vigil to be very good. I want him to be an operator of choice, not somebody I neglect and I don't want to use, because he has such potential to be such a good operator if he would just be invisible to the drones. Because he's not really invisible. It's like you say something's really, like you say it's invisible, right? But then you notice that, I mean, he's not invisible at all. You still get that little static. And then it's just terrible. It's just terrible, man. I hate it a lot. I hate how they did this to this operator. So please, do me a favor, like the video. You don't have to necessarily subscribe if you don't want to. I just really want this video to get everywhere. But if you do want to subscribe with notifications, I'm going to be doing the Dekepi video. I'm going to be doing a lot of informational videos all the time. So if you do like this kind of stuff, then just subscribe. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. But like I said one more time, just try your best to give this video around, because we need this video to get, like, at least, I want it to get 10,000 views, I would hope, but that's probably not gonna happen. But if we can at least get 1,000 views on this video, I would be extremely happy. So, but we'll have to see. Hopefully Ubisoft will make the change. Hopefully more people are actually complaining about this. So I haven't heard any complaints yet, but I really want to see him thrive. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support constantly, guys. And thank you for all the comments as well. It's really helpful for the channel to give me awesome ideas. And I will give you guys more shout outs. I do want to give a shout out to my buddy Demon Brothers. He is a really good friend of mine on Xbox, and he's been wanting a shout out on my channel like ever since I started. So I love you, man. If you guys can, comment down below and say Demon. Just say Demon. He would really appreciate that. But I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Heads out. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe and turn on the notifications. If you guys want to see a awesome video, they will be on the left and the right of the screen. And if you guys also want to subscribe to the channel, you can press my face in the middle of the screen. I will see you in the next one, guys.